We got a question right here from a fella that sent this in right here.
All right.
And obviously a Joe Burrow fan, R.I.P.
Hey, Theo
Sorry.
Morgan. This is Phlegm from Washington, D.C. Yes, phlegm, like the shit in your throat.
Damn,
Just
bro.
different, by way of Alabama. And this question for both you guys. I just wanted to know, when you guys were up and coming and making your way, whether it's in stand-up or in country music, did you ever book a gig or show up to a venue and there was only like 2 or 3 people there, and since you had already booked it and were being paid, you just had to power through? And how awkward was that for you? Thanks. Gang, gang.
Gang, bro. That's a good question, man.
Yeah, Phlegm. That's a
Hey, in honor of him,
in honor of Burrow's leg.
clear my throat right there. In honor of fucking your boy.
Good question. I did. Did you?
Yeah, bro.
I did a few of those.
Yeah, dude.
Just one. I wish there was only one.
I know. It's
Probably my most notable one was like, I don't even know if I'd gotten a record deal yet. It was right when I first moved to Nashville, and my booking agent was like, because I had a band, and he was like, well, I'm gonna send y'all out on the road and play some cover band shows, and just get you guys in your band just a little tighter, and make sure you guys are good.
right.
Excuse me. All right, cool, whatever.
What was the band's name?
Oh, it was just me.
Oh, it's still
Yeah,
you and your band.
yeah.
Okay, got it. Go. Sorry.
But we were singing like we were playing like long sets, like couple 3 hours, like a long time.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
So you're doing weddings.
Yeah, basically.
Okay,
Yeah. Except I think weddings paid a lot better than this. And there would have probably been some hot girls at the wedding.
Yeah.
This was not that.
A lot of thick stepdads at this deal. Huh?
Yeah. Just got off the public golf course.
A lot of rosy-cheeked old men, huh? Yeah. A lot of Santa's little helpers out there. Yeah.
And probably this one, man, it was in Greenville, North Carolina. It was the first one we had done, man. And what they told us was we were going to go to Greenville, North Carolina. That's where East Carolina University's at. Okay, cool. It was like a Friday or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. There'll be a lot of there'll be some. Yeah, the Pirates. Yeah, there'll be a lot of college kids out here. Hell yeah, it'll be great. And we get there and like the first thing the dude says to us, he's like, "Yeah, by the way, guys, it's rush week or something. None of the frats or sororities are allowed to go out this week."
That's bad, bro.
Okay,
Damn,
great.
that's bad immediately.
Maybe there's some people that stuck around in this town that are a little younger.
Maybe some people that dropped out of school that are
or
still
they
milling.
didn't make to the frat,
Yeah.
Dude, we go up there, and as soon as he starts saying that, I start pounding PBRs. Yeah. Just in the middle of the day, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be.
Oh yeah, bro.
This is gonna be bad.
That's the North Carolina State bird, the PBR dog.
Yeah.
Amen.
Caw. I don't know what that is. But man, we get out there, and I'm pretty lit, dude. And like honestly, we have not had a chance to practice that much, and there's a bunch of songs on this list, So I'm damn near making up words with these songs, lit, singing. And there's like 4 people, one person kind of dancing a little bit and just,
By himself.
Yeah.
That's the worst, bro.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you who was actually there, but I start midway like through it. I'm like halfway talking shit to the crowd. I'm like, God, you guys suck. I'm just not having a good time. Not feeling it all. Making telling my band to replay the chorus, and at the end, let's do that. Let's just keep this song going because I don't know the next one.
Yeah.
And it was like one of those moments where I knew I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to play cover band shows.
Yeah.
Because it was extremely difficult, and you just don't never know what you're going to get. So that I think that moment. I'm pretty sure one of my buddies that I brought with me like told the guy his bar sucked, and like he got kicked out of the bar. Like one of the 5 people there was my buddy, and he got kicked out because he was being an idiot. And but it was one of those moments I was like, well, I need to get it together. We really need to. I want to make something of this. I really, really love singing. I really don't like singing other people's music the whole time. I'd really like to sing my own.
Yeah.
So let's hone in and really work on this. And that was the worst one we ever. The first one was the worst one, and we kept getting better.
Damn. And you're still with some of the same guys today?
Yeah, everybody in that band is still my band except for my one of my guitar players, and it was not any bad blood or anything. He just got married and wanted to stay at home on the road.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. I remember you
yeah.
talked about that in a different interview.
Yeah.
Man, that's wild, dude. I remember. Let me think. I remember one time they brought me out. This was actually a Greek event. This was like University of North Florida or something. So they bring me out there.
Where's that at? North Florida.
I don't know. And it's one of those schools you're like, I don't know if this really is school. You know what I'm saying?
There's like 18 schools in Florida, and that's they cut it off. That's number 19.
There's like 4 gyms on campus. You're like, this shit is a little weird. You know, like this ain't checking out. So they're like, okay, we need you to go out there, start the show off. It's going to be great, right? I go out there, bro. These kids do not give a fuck about me. All they care about is seeing their friends who are performing, because each one of the Greek groups had like they're doing something. They're doing like they're playing a song or doing a skit.
Okay. So like a talent show.
Yeah, talent show. So I go out there, and I guess they didn't consider me talent. So I go out there, bro. They're booing. So I'm just ripping through my material because that's all I have. Is my only weapon.
There. Yeah.
My only weapon is just these words that I have, and I only have about 15 minutes of material. So I burned through that in about 7 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
because part of your thing is like pausing and
yeah, totally.
None of that.
Bro, every time I pause, I can feel how much more they hate me, So I'm like, damn, these pauses are pretty painful.
Oh, I guarantee it.
So I get through that. I bring out the group who's coming out next, and I get backstage, and they're like, that was good. And they're like, you're back up in 3 minutes or something, right? And I had to go out 7 more times out onto that stage. I had no more material.
For 15 minutes each?
No. For like 3 minutes each after that.
So you're like the host, kind of.
Yeah. Man. Ooh, it got so bad, bro. Like the third time. Dude, the third time, I picked up an American flag that was backstage and just walked out with it, bro.
Just that was it. Somebody sing the national anthem out here.
Yeah, totally. Like I was surrendering, bro. Like I just was giving up.
Spray paint that thing white.
Oh, yeah, it was bad. Yeah. Just going over the red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was bad, man. But by the end, it was almost funny that I kept coming out. They're like, no way he's coming back out. And I'd be like, I'm back.
How long ago was that?
Man, that was probably 10 years ago. But the one that hurt my feelings most, I had a special that came out on Netflix probably a few years back, about 5 years ago. And I thought, this is it. I made it.
I've watched it.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
And so I get out there. I go to Chattanooga. It was in Chattanooga. I'm performing. And I'm excited. I get there. I'm thinking it's going to be hype, dude. Finally, people are coming. I've been doing this for, 9 years, 10 years. Finally, people are going to come out. And I got there, bro, and there's like 7 people there. Oh. It didn't do anything, dude. And there was just one girl came, bro. And that's always, bro. It hurts you because it makes you think like, dang, dude, I wish it wasn't her who came. But also, we'll see how it goes, because it's only one girl. And, bro, she was a tough girl, boy. She had all the shoulders, bro. She was just a strong lady,
yeah.
Yeah, you met her?
No, I've met a few, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I love linebackers too,
Yeah, no, she was she was just, and I think I did actually end up making out with her, honestly. Yeah, that's where I was at.
Jay, she came. You appreciate her,
Yeah. Oh, dude, and she's a great girl. She's a very sweet gal. And I actually ended up years later. She came up to me and said, "Do you remember me?" And I said, "Unfortunately, I don't think so." And she said, "I came to your show in Chattanooga." And I was like, man. And I was actually pretty grateful she come because she was 1/9 of the audience,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean her. Yeah, she was at least a ninth, But it was, that was a tough one, man.
So you were having this. That was when they filmed the Netflix thing.
That's when it came out on air.
Oh, got you.
So I thought that
I'm on Netflix.
Things.
I've made it.
Yeah. And damn, it didn't do anything.
Isn't I mean that's an interesting thing. You get, or like for me it'd be like Spotify or something. Like, all right, I got on Hot Country. Surely now I've made it. People are going to care now.
Yeah.
Just because the editor really cares about me means everyone in the world is going to care. It's like, it's not always how it goes. You and it's interesting to think they just got to care about you, not because Netflix does or because HBO does or because, those people are just taking risks. It's not like they're not God telling these people to watch, It's,
right. Sometimes we give them that power. I think I always did, especially when I was coming up. I gave the media that power.
Well, I think the media probably had a little bit more power when you were coming up, you know, because they didn't, or even maybe a little further than that, because that was a lot of people's only way of of getting to see you. You
Right.
know, there wasn't as much social media. There wasn't as much YouTube. It was like
Yeah, they were really
you
the
watch
gatekeepers.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's like somebody offer you a TV show. I've turned down television shows left and right. It's just like I would just have more success because I found success eventually by just starting my own thing.
Yeah,
you know, and going and doing things like Joe Rogan, like guys like that, like saying come on the podcast, and then that's what changed me. At least people being able to at least see me for me, you know. But like you're saying,
It's more of a natural thing.
they gravitate towards you.
They do.
It's something about like they can push it as many times. You can push the spins as many times they want, but if there's not something, I think that if there's not something deeper in there, then it's not going to stick.
It won't, man, and it's interesting. And like for I mean, I don't know what it's hard to put that into words too. It's like I don't know what it is that people like about me or what it is that people like about you, but clearly there's something that they are drawn to that they feel connected to. That I think it's just being real, dude. I really do. A lot of people just think they have to be a certain way or do a certain thing. Like, oh, I'm a country music singer. I gotta, you know,
I better buy a Conestoga wagon. You know, I need a couple.
I need a cowboy hat now. You know, it's like it's not. You know, I don't know. I think they just really know. They can. Everybody has a really good way of sensing out someone who's not being genuine.
Yeah. I think authenticity is definitely becoming more and more of a commodity than it used to be.
But you also have to be cool. You have to be cool. Your authentic self needs to be cool. You know, like if you're not, then I guess you're just out of luck. You know, like if you're just not a cool person, then
yeah, you're like, damn, Larry's authentic as fuck, but
he is lame.
But he's lame as hell, dude.
Exactly. So it's kind of like if you don't have both, then you're
you got to have a certain amount of authenticity. Good evening, good afternoon, and other times. Thanks for watching that video you just saw. I mean, it was okay. But the next video you could watch could be way better. What if you watch a video right now that changes your life? Well, you could. Watch this one. Or watch this one. Watch this one. Watch this one. Watch this one. Ah!